Hi everyone. I mentioned how about a month ago I had gotten a scam on Craigslist with a tutoring ad that I put up. Oh, but even with the legitimate people that I tutor, I sometimes have frustrations, and recently one of those frustrations has caused some good in my life, and I'd like to be a little bit thankful for that. So I have this one client. He's 17 years old, and he sometimes gets very careless. So last year he had taken an AP computer science exam, and then he stopped getting my services right after taking the exam. So I thought all had went well. I was very glad that even though I lost the client, I thought, oh, that's because I did some good for him. But recently, only months later, did I find out he never got his grade back. Okay, and he also took his SAT at the same time. He never got that grade back either, and he didn't seem to care. And, well, he got the score back, but he never found out how to get a report or anything like that, which I wanted to help him with. And he had like a 580 in the math section, and so I thought I could probably do some good there. And we go to the website to look at his report, and it's too late to look at it. They gave you like 4 months to open the report or to order it, and he missed the deadline. And we're talking about maybe he could sign up for the next SAT exam, and we looked at the calendar, and there was like a week to sign up for it, and I made sure to remind him during that whole week. He comes back the next week, he said, okay, I'll go home, and on the day it's the deadline is, he tells me he'll go home to check it out, and he missed the time, whatever it happened to be, which is really frustrating because of this client that I'm working with. They live very far away. And we had to rearrange it so that I could do the tutoring on a day they happened to be in my area, so that I wouldn't have to drive very far. But it's on every Tuesday, and I miss out on another activity because of that. See, I work at a university, and on Tuesday, one of my coworkers happens to be in that area, and I kind of have a crush on her, and because of the tutoring I have to miss out either that or I have to drive very far. My car is not very reliable either. The point I'm trying to make out is something has to give. And then one Tuesday, I got there at 5 and they were nowhere to be found, and his mother had forgotten that it was at 5 and they were going to come at 6, and so and then at 6 I decided to drive there because I didn't want to wait around for them. And so long story short, I spent like 5 hours that day chasing them down. And so things like that really highlight all the costs involved in working with them, and they're just really careless. And I just threw my hands up in the air and decided to write a computer game after that one session because I was so stressed out. And I came up with a new idea for dots and boxes, which I plan to use for my teaching. So it's very good. It's very good. I sometimes feel that the higher powers, they have some other plans for me, and sometimes these wacko situations are just ways to activate them. So it turned out very good. Unfortunately, every time I'm getting ready to go to this client, I feel like I just have this like huge amount of gas, just very very congested, because I don't know what surprises this kid is going to throw at me every time. But now that I see that I'm doing some good because of it, try to relax from it. Just a couple of nights ago I went out to view outer space. Let's see if we can zoom in on some of those clouds over there, and I got a good picture of the moon with Mars in conjunction and the background stars. I really like that. What else did I view recently? Later this month, or in a few days, we're going to have the moon with Venus. Well, that's going to be a little bit harder to get the background stars because that usually happens during twilight instead of during the night. Anyways, I appreciate it. I hope something else turbulent could happen so that these good times could come back again. Thanks for watching.